we see women there training. Is it just that the army, the military forces don't have respect for women?
No, absolutely.
Well,
that is not the problem.
Equality.
I think there's a couple of points I'd like to make. One is that I think the training is important. Of course it is. You have to maintain people and get them up to a certain level of training. And I think the reality is this is happening. And I think the reality is there will be relatively small numbers of women who get through the whole system and end up by being in.
And do you have a problem with that?
Well,
No,
in one sense I don't, but at the end of the day, this is about delivering combat power. Now, the bottom line is, we have women and men separately in the Olympics, in rugby, in cricket. That's not to say they're not capable, it's not to say they don't train hard, but taken as a whole, the reality of their limitations are evident. And on a battlefield, people die. This is not about a game or running around on a sports field. This is about life and death on a battlefield. And we cannot allow that capability.
It's a good point, the sport analogy, isn't it, Sally? I mean, we don't have men and women's football because probably the men would win. I will say probably, they definitely would. And in all sports as well, where they're fitter and stronger, we'd have different tennis. I actually can't think of any sport. There are some sports where men and women play together, but on the whole we don't. So why are we saying we should do that on the front line?
Look, I rail against society saying what I, as a woman, can do. I absolutely do. I went to Sandhurst in 1996 because it was a mixed course. I'm not sure if I would have, me personally, not taken away from the women that went before, because they paved the way for me to be able to join the army in the way that I did. Over 100 years ago, men were saying the same thing about female medics, you know, letting them into medical school. They were, you know, too emotional, not strong enough, don't have the stamina to be surgeons. But, you know, 100 years ago, there were some brave women that stood up to that and paved the way, and we are where we are today, more than 50%. And through history, look, it's Sunday Morning Live. I've just come.
It's inspired 3D family fun. A joyous delight. It's time for a night. He's got the love. He's got it up. Show him that you can see it. Tell him that you can feel it. He's got the love.
Yeah, okay, thank you. We're out of time. It feels like there's a front line here.
Life-threatening problems, they may need more than medical care. That's why chapels and chaplains are available to provide spiritual support. But it's not just for believers, as...
Boy. So yeah, Wilbur gets shouted quite loudly throughout the house on occasion. So
sits on.
don't ask me about that one.
I'm saying no. Is that because Daddy's been naughty or because he's been good?
You know, I don't even want to go there. What did she think with that one? Do you know what?
It at the saying, look, you need to come off for you, Bob. Come and meet me in the back.
What's the funniest thing Mummy does?
Silly dancing.
The class, was it? Yeah.